In 1982, Anderson County High School opened its doors for the first time. The school was first discussed 8 years prior in 1974, but underwent several delays for construction and legal issues. The school began with about 700 students, and a football team was ready to go immediately, even though the football field wasn't, so home games had to be played at Lake City School. Success came quickly for the Mavericks under head coach Barry Gibson. The team finished with an 8-4 record in a region title. The 1983 edition also did well, going 8-3 and losing in the postseason to Holston. The next 10 seasons didn't go as well, with only one of those teams reaching 8 wins. But then came Larry Kerr. In 1996, Kerr took the Mavs to the state semifinals before losing to the team he formerly coached and led to a state title himself in 1986, Halls, 21-7. In 2001, Kerr's team finished 11-2, making it to the quarterfinals. In 2002, the Mavs were 10-2, losing in the second round. After 16 seasons, Kerr stepped down as the program's winningest coach. That's when Davey Gillum got the job. In Gillum's first season in 2009, AC went from playing in Class 3A to Class 5A when a 6th classification was introduced. No matter, as the Mavs went 9-4 before losing in the quarterfinals. In 2010, it was a 10-3 record. In 2013, the score was 11-2. In 2017, that's when a run of consecutive region championships began that is still going on. That team went 12-1 before falling to Greenville in the quarterfinals. You see a pattern here. In 2018, the Mavs lost in the quarterfinals to Greenville. In 2019, Greenville knocked them out in the second round. In 2020, Greenville won in the second round. In 2021, Elizabethton stopped the Mavs in the second round. Fans enjoyed the success each year, but were wondering if the team could ever get past the Region 1 in the playoffs. Well, last year, it happened. Anderson County defeated Elizabethton in the regular season in overtime 35-34, and then again in the second round 30-24. But next up was that pesky Greenville team. Years of pent-up frustration was unleashed as finally the monkey was blasted off the backs of the team from the school that had just opened 2 decades prior. The Green Devils were slain 38-7. The Mavericks would go on to deliver the school's first state championship, defeating Pearl Cone 34-30. So here we are in the second round of the playoffs once again. Guess who is here? It's Elizabethton. Was 2022 an anomaly, or is Anderson County taking the next step in its program, ready to turn the tides on Region 1's finest and become the proverbial monkey on their backs? We'll have a much better idea after tonight, as it's Anderson County and Elizabethton on tonight's OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7 will be there. They will be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit the website full of helpful information. You know that website, recintoacheck.com. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by the doc that's certified to diagnose football, Coach Dan Shoemaker. It's a long time coming for Anderson County to get that state championship a season ago, but Elizabethton will be looking to get things back to what they feel like is normal. Should be a great one tonight.
Yeah, I think so, Aaron. The Cyclones and the Mavericks, they're ready to continue the postseason. This time of year, the philosophy is survive and advance. Both of these teams know, and to quote Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And so that's what both of them are looking to do tonight.
Woo!
Woo!
That's Coach Dan Shoemaker. Lots of great second-round action taking place tonight. We'll tell you all about that, as well as preview our game tonight, and we'll do it in our Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. Elaine is the real estate agent you should call for all of your business. Why is that? Well, here's one reason. Millions of dollars in sales a year. She's been able to do that with friendliness and competence, and she's ready to help you buy or sell your home. Give her a call or text, 423-619-6748, 423-619-6748, and stay tuned for more of the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family, giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen.
And welcome back to the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. If you're stressed out about the prospect of buying a home because you know you have to work with a realtor and you don't know who you can trust, let me tell you about Elaine Walden. I've personally known Elaine for most of my life, and I can promise you she has the kindness, trustworthiness, and the know-how to take care of you. But don't take it from me. She's a multi-million-dollar producer for the last half-decade, and she did just under $10 million in sale last year alone. Serving most of all of East Tennessee, Elaine can take care of you. Give her a call or text at 423-619-6748, 423-619-6748. That's Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. The second round of playoffs has lots of great matchups we can talk about, so let's start with Kingston going to Gatlinburg-Pittman. GP 10-1 with a lone loss coming to Carter, 49-29. Kingston 8-3 with losses to a great Meigs County team, a great Alcoa team, and a pretty good McMinn Central team. Looking at GP's schedule, I don't believe it's near as difficult as Kingston's has been. There are a couple common opponents. The Highlanders and Yellow Jackets both defeated Austin East, Johnson County, and Union County. GP won those 3 games with a 155-point total margin of victory. Kingston with a 136-point margin of victory. I don't know who wins tonight up in Dolly Country, but it should be a good game.
I think it will be a good game. There's an old coaching maxim that says offense wins games, but defense wins championships, and Kingston does have a solid defense, so that gives them a chance tonight. But GP has scored more points and held opponents to fewer points over this whole last season. Playing at home also gives them a slight edge. This should be close, but I see GP pulling this one out late.
Keeping things in Region 1, Bearden goes to Jefferson County to meet up with the 10-1 Patriots. Jeffco's only loss came in Week 1 to Oak Ridge. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs only have 1 loss since Week 2, and it came to Bradley Central, which a lot of people believe may be the best 6A team in the state. Bearden will be looking to get to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2010. The Patriots are looking for their first berth since 2002. I think Bearden has the edge, but there's no way I'm counting out a team with a 10-game winning streak in Class 6A.
Oh, no, you never do that. This has been a special season for Bearden. I think they've really done some good things there, and they have played well, and this is the time of year you want to be playing well. When we look at both schedules, though, I think you're right about Bearden. They're 2 wide wild cards, I think, come into play. Number one, Jeff County seems to be on a mission this year. They've really done some things and really are focused. This is a home game for Jeff County as well, and I think that always helps. I think if the stars align just right, Jeff County could come out on top of this one. If not, I think Bearden comes out with a win.
You know, the only team to get in the win column against Sevier County is that Jefferson County team we were just talking about. Powell looked to change that tonight as the Panthers head to Sevierville. In the 10 wins for the Smoky Bears, only 2 of them were closer than 17 points. Powell is 8-3, but has faced off against Anderson County, Oak Ridge, West. I think Powell's more battle-tested and the better team tonight, but going on the road has to be tough, especially in the shadows of all those, go-karts and tourist attractions. Of course, I'm being slightly facetious.
Well, I don't know, man. I was up there this week myself. There are a lot of distractions for sure. I was up there for CTE meetings, and you can't stir them with a stick up there. There's so many people and so much to do. But as I look back at that Powell team, we had them first game of the season. They've got a running game that is impressive. That offensive line and Connor Wheeler have really performed well this year. The Smoky Bears are a little more balanced in their attack. Both of these teams are averaging just over 35 points per game. If Powell can get on track early and control the ball, I think they can win this thing. If it gets to be a shootout, then I think it favors Sevier County.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably correct. Let's see. Are they about to do our national anthem? I believe we're going to have a moment of silence, and then our national anthem, as Veterans Day is tomorrow as well. So we want to say thank you and bless you to all of our veterans out there as we observe our moment of silence.
16 minutes from kickoff. Back after this from Brummett Sports, you're listening to and watching Elizabethton Cyclone football on the road in Anderson County. The second round of the playoffs of the TSSAA 4A playoffs.
You need to give you a countdown, Chris? Yeah. All right, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tell me when you're done, Russ.
Give me something. That's not.
Veterans from both communities, we thank you for your service. You served and preserved the greatest country in the world, and for that, we thank you. Let them quit clapping. You're a little ahead of time, Russ. Very good.
Ready?
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, we just hit the mark.
The colors for this evening's football game are presented by members of the Anderson County High School Navy Junior ROTC Mavericks Color Guard. Uniforms in 2001 composed of 138 cadets. The color guard members for this evening are Cadet Chief Petty Officer Joseph Wickowski from Anderson County. Cadet Lieutenant Taylor.
Now the Anderson County Color Guard going to present colors.
Cadet Chief Petty Officer Dylan Bilbo from Andersonville. Cadet Chief Petty Officer Jason Holder from high school. Cadet Petty Officer First Class Ethan Walton from high school. To honor America, please rise for the national anthem and remain standing until the colors are retired. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Present. Color.
Our national anthem tonight performed by the Anderson County High School Marching Band. Let's get a break, and then we're going to go over a couple more games going on tonight, and then we will preview tonight's game between Anderson County and Elizabethton for the quarterfinals of the playoffs. This is the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show.
Or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians. And for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
And welcome back to the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show as we get set to see the run out here of the Anderson County Mavericks. Elaine serves most of all of East Tennessee's real estate needs, but especially Anderson, Blount, Cumberland, Loudon, Knox, McMinn, Monroe, Morgan, Roane, and Scott counties. Need to buy or sell a home, give her a call or text 423-619-6748. 423-619-6748 as we get set to take in the spectacle that is the pregame here at Anderson County. You see all the lights have been turned off. They've got a light show, and the team is led out by a gentleman with the American flag.
Yeah, he's a member of the Tennessee Army National Guard.
There are the fireworks.
The flame.
You've got the flame. You've got the fog, the steam. A rocket.
Rocket, there we go.
This right here. You know, this is unbelievable. And there's no telling how much. I feel like this would give so much juice to these players here to be able to come out to that and have the support of the fans, because you know they get fired up and then the players just feed off of their energy.
Builds the momentum right there.
Without a doubt, the greatest entrance in high school football. So, I tell you what, of course, we're going to talk about this game here in just a moment. But before we do, there is a big rematch happening just down the road from where we are right now, featuring a team a little bit closer down the road. You know, Clinton got a huge first-round win at McMinn County, which is something Oak Ridge was unable to do in the regular season. Dragons just loaded with talent. I said a couple weeks ago, it was a team that was very capable of a postseason run. You can't write up the setting for that to happen any better than what reality has already given us. The Wildcats of Oak Ridge stand in the way in a game that will be played at historic Blankenship Field. The rivalry's already storied and fantastic, but Clinton has been the little brother in this matchup, winning only once about every 10 years. Guess what? They're due. Not only that, but Coach Darrell Keith has film from the earlier game to study and build a game plan off of what worked, what didn't work on September 22nd. Some people believe Oak Ridge could make a run at a gold ball this year, but they'll have to knock off the Dragons for a second time this season in what is a heated rivalry.
Yeah, we had the first matchup. If you remember, that's the one where Coach Gaddis had to stand in and fill in, and that game went to Oak Ridge. But I've always said it's in the same year. Clinton, we saw Clinton play Heritage that was on fire. Athletes all over the field, really executing, and I think they're playing well right now too. And that game should be a good one. I think playing at Blankenship Field this time may be an advantage for the Wildcats, but I'm going to say this is a toss-up. It's too close to call.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun down the road from us. We'll talk about Maryville. They've got a rematch with Bradley Central. Does Maryville have it figured out? I don't know. They beat Alcoa, and then to close off the season, they lost to Farragut, a team that was really one of their only region wins. And we'll see what happens. What do you think is going to happen in that Maryville?
An interesting. Bradley played, I think, point ball game 3. But I think Maryville has improved since that point. I don't know that Bradley Central has gotten that much better as well. I think there are going to be about 5 or 6 plays in that ball game that are going to determine who wins that ball game.
We got to preview this game in front of us, so I hate to do this, but let's go rapid fire. Just give me quick thoughts on the following matchups. Rockwood Coalfield.
It's a rematch of Week 10, run versus pass. I think both teams will open it up tonight. Coalfield may win this one going away.
All right, what about Greenback Oliver Springs?
Oliver Springs should be favored in this one. Playing at home is big for them. Bobcats, I think, by 2 scores.
All right. Morristown West at West.
I saw Morristown West last week. I like their overall speed and what they do on offense, but I think West has too many weapons.
This game is approaching us very quickly, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So as you see, Elizabethton getting ready to run out as we continue the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show here. And again, I want to remind you, you can give Elaine a call, 423-619-6748, 423-619-6748. The Mavericks have had to break in several new players, and they did it by throwing them straight into the fire. Anderson County has had one of the toughest schedules in the entire state of Tennessee, but almost positively has had the toughest schedule for any 4A program in the state. 4 losses on the year coming against the likes of Powell, Science Hill, Bearden, and West. All of those teams are in higher classifications, by the way. Zay Hall transferred in from Jefferson County, and it took a little bit to get him going in the offense, but the senior has thrown for almost 3,000 yards, which makes him one of the top 5 in the entire state of Tennessee, regardless of location. The Mavs also sport a 1,000-yard rusher, and Nick Moog, who Cyclone coach Sean Witten says has to be stopped in order for his team to win. And he may be onto something because Moog has 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. No doubt Anderson County relies heavily on its offense.
Yeah, watching the development of this Maverick team season has been amazing. Who throws in the towel after you lose 1 or 2 ball games doesn't really understand what Coach Gillum and his staff have done here. First game has been you for matchups like tonight.
On offense, Elizabethton relies heavily on its defense. In 10 games, only 2 teams have scored in double digits against Coach Witten's team. That defense is only giving up 7.1 points per game. It's old school football, and that has to help. The Cyclones will have about a 60-40 run-pass ratio, and those runs are handled mostly by 2 senior running backs, Zeth Mullins and Caleb Holzer. If those 2 get going, they can keep a good offense like Anderson County off the field. But when the Mavericks have the ball, watch out, because that secondary is also pretty good, registering, get this, 15 interceptions on the season. Jariah Griffin, Zach Wallen have 3 apiece from the safety position.
Yeah, looking at film this week, 2 things jumped out at me about this Elizabethton team. Number one, they are a big physical football team. They make you load 7, 8 players in the box when they have the ball on offense, and that gives them the one-on-one matchups they're looking for on the outside. Defensively, they run to the ball about as good as I've seen anybody do that this year. They are big, they are physical, and they will try to maintain that 6-man box to help with the passing game. If they have to load the 7th and the 8th man into the box, AC can then take advantage of the matchups.
Anderson County's defense is much improved over the last few years, but it's still given up 171 points this season, most of which, though, came in the first 3 games of the year. Since then, Anderson County has only given up 8.1 points per game. It's possible that the defense has improved throughout the year just as much as the offense, but we also have to remember that the schedule got a lot easier after those first 3 weeks. However, Tony Lambert's D held West to 6 points, which is the least amount of points any defense has given up all year to the Rebels. West scored 8 total points in that game, but 2 were from a safety. The Mavs have the better offense, but the Cyclones have the better defense. The AC defense versus the E-Town offense may be the underrated feature that decides the winner tonight.
I agree. I talked with Coach Lambert a couple of weeks ago at the Tech ball game. We talk defense like we always do when we get together, and he told me that this defense has learned how to fit some things together, and he's learned about this defense as well. He said he's playing a little more man coverage than he's used to. He's doing a little more stunts and blitzes than he's used to. And that's worked for the last several games. The Cyclones, on the other hand, have come into their own as well. The best defensive stat to me is the scoring defense. With a 1-point differential in points allowed over the last 7 weeks, I think you can call this one pretty even. If that's the case, you can see the offenses are scoring. That gives Anderson County the edge tonight.
So, interestingly enough, we just saw the coin toss. Elizabethton wins. They choose to receive. So, we just said Elizabethton, they hang their hats on their defense. They want to put their offense on the field first. So, that's an interesting move. We'll see what that works out. So, it's almost time for kickoff, so we can't possibly do that without hearing Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts.
Yeah, I think for Elizabethton, the do's are pretty simple tonight. Number one is run the ball. That's what they do. I think they need to force AC to load the box to give them the advantage on the outside, the one-on-ones. And then I think they need to stop Nick Moog in the run game. The don'ts, I think don't give up big plays. Make AC take the long way home. No turnovers. And don't let that Mav momentum run wild and like Hulkamania, brother.
For Anderson County.
Anderson County, I think based on offense, win on first down, use the passing game to open up the run lanes, and I think win on special teams. The don'ts, Anderson County, don't give up the big plays, no unforced errors or pre-snap penalties. Don't delay by thinking about the last play. You got to stay play to play.
All right, as we get set for our Daniel Forrester kickoff here. To receive for Elizabethton. You're going to have and it's a low and wow, he went into the end zone, but apparently not, as this one will be returned out, and it looks like Luke Whaley on the return.
Yeah, I thought he had a back foot in the end zone there as well.
So that would have given them the ball at the 20, but instead, because it was returned out, it looks like they're going to get out to the 24.
24.
And that is where Elizabethton will have a Hammers 1st and 10. So we'll see this Chuck Fleisch from replay here. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Mr. Whitehat was watching.
I don't think so either. Not a big error. I'm not going to fuss at him.
Nah. So we'll see the Elizabethton offense first. Handoff. This goes to Mullins. Zeth Mullins gets up to the 25-yard line, and that's about it. A pickup of 1 will bring up 2nd and 9.
Wow. The defense reacted real well. Motion didn't fool anybody. They spilled that to the outside. I think he's trying to hit C-gap with that, but spilled it to the outside.
So quarterback Rhett Slagle lines up in the quarterback position in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Slagle gets the play call. Mullins beside him. He's going to pump and go, and that pass is going to fall well shy.
Yeah, man coverage on the outside. That was kind of a pump and go, and just totally mistimed on the route right there. 3rd down.
And this Anderson County crowd is very loud. Slagle.
Freezing again.
On 3rd and 9, Slagle takes the snap, going to get a quick out, and Anderson County is all over this one. The Mavericks force a 3-and-out, and Elizabethton will have to punt this football away.
You know, as a defense, to start your defensive series, that's exactly what you want right there. I think they gave up maybe, 2 yards in 3 plays?
Yeah.
So, you get the 3-and-out, you get them to kick the ball to you. You should get the ball about the 40, 45-yard line here.
And Caleb Campbell set to kick this one away, and it is blocked. It is blocked, but somehow County
that every day.
No. You got such a great roll on that.
It's like when I'm coming off the tee with my driver and it hits the cart path. I'll take it.
So now Hammers 1st and 10. Zay Hall in the backfield. He's got Nick Moog beside him. Hard count. Looks to the sideline, gets the play. Hall takes a snap. It is Moog up the middle, and Moog gets it up to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 3, which will bring up 2nd and 7.
That play didn't look like much, but the push up front was really nice right there.
There's your 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That is it.
And I would say that if you're handing off to Moog, in a game like this, a competitive game, 3 yards puts you on schedule.
I was going to say, you're on schedule here. The box count's a little light there.
Yeah, Moog lines up in an H-back position. Hall takes a snap. This quick out, and that goes to, looks like James.
Pass complete to the X-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xavion James, and James gets it up to the 40 or the 39-yard line. He'll be 3 yards shy of the Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. Again, you're on schedule right here.
And you saw it on that Chuck Fleischman replay. They've got the yard marker here.
Oh, yeah,
that tells you how far he has to go.
State of the art right there.
I've never seen that anywhere else. Hall takes the snap, looking. Now he's under pressure, has to roll out and throws it up, and it is away. Up and away, and it looks like Elizabethton on its first defensive possession will also force a 3-and-out against Anderson County.
Yeah, where he wanted to go was not open. So, pressure gets there. Wise choice just to get that one out.
So on to punt this football away is Anderson County. Elizabethton going to send 2 men back deep to receive. Punter for this team, Tyler Radcliffe. And this is a high, wobbly spiral, and it will land, and it will bounce out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Wow.
Beautiful punt. So from the 39 to the 15. Can we do some quick math on that? That's 11 plus 35. That's a 46-yard punt.
Yeah, field position. If you look at the starting point, they're starting Elizabethton is starting 9 yards deeper than they did the last series. So that's a +9 in the field position right here. That's one of those stats you don't talk about much, but over time can make a big difference.
So Coach Sean Witten sends his offense back out on the field. They will line up at the right. One wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Slagle in that shotgun position. Handoff goes up the middle, and not a lot there.
Nothing.
And that is Zeph Mullins again.
Handoff to number 7, Mullins.
They'll give him maybe a yard.
Yeah, they're trying to play a little power game right there. Now they're going too wide. They're going doubles each side right there. When they bring the tight end in, they're wanting to run the ball.
So Slagle. It's the shotgun snap. Handoff goes to Mullins again. No. Slagle keeps it. And he's going to run it. And he will be tackled at the 20-yard line, but there is a flag in the backfield, which should be indicative of holding, which it is. So that'll be half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul.
Holding on the white team.
Yeah, I think they got small for a hold. Here we go. Here's the official.
That should put it at about the 7-yard line-ish. Looks like they're going to put it at the 8.5.
17 for the first down.
Yeah, I don't have to count it up now because it's right there in front of my face. I like that.
For the math impaired like me, that's easy.
Slagle handoff. Mullins stopped after no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 17.
I'm going to tell you what, this AC defense right now is playing with a lot of energy. A lot of energy.
Well, you would be too if you get to run out to all that fireworks and
rockets. I
rockets.
was going to say, man. You know, it's like I said, that Mav momentum. That Mav momentum, running wild.
Run out to that spectacle, and then they've got Rage Against the Machines, Bulls on Parade playing in the background. Just get you fired up. And it's going to be a draw play to Mullins, and Mullins is stopped at the 11-yard line. A pickup of 3. That's not going to do it. 4th and 14, and Elizabethton, another 3 and out.
They went 3-man front right there because of the 3rd and long. The run's a good call, but they played it well. They played it well.
So set to punt this one away, Zach Wallen.
Running one in late.
James back deep to receive. The first punt was blocked. This one almost was
blocked.
And it is short. It's going to land in Elizabethton territory and be down at the 39-yard line. So for the Hammers 1st and 10, Anderson County is going to have position.
Yeah, the field position, again, you know, this is old school football right here, field position.
So we've had 3 offensive and, 10 offensive plays because one of those was negated by a hold. So really only 9 offensive plays.
Anderson County takes over at the Easttown 39-yard line.
Yeah, that's great field position right now.
So Hall with Moog in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts to either side. Handoff Moog. And Moog not going to find any room at all. He's driven down. But forward possession should put him around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I thought the whistle probably blew a little quicker than they stopped.
You would think so.
I mean, forward progress is gone right here.
Yeah, and then they.
Yeah. Of course, you say play to the end of the whistle.
Yeah. Knoxville administration, our officials tonight, hands it off to Moog.
Nice,
and Moog
nice.
finds some running room up the middle, and it looks like a pickup of about 10, and that will move the sticks. Hammers 1st and 10 Mavericks.
Yeah, that was nice. Just a little crease over on the left side.
And quickly back up to the line. Hall hands off to Moog, and he's going to get up to the 25-yard line. A quick pickup of 4.
Wow, they're just coming off the ball right here. Have they thrown a pass tonight yet?
They have. They threw the incomplete pass, and they threw a quick out to the side.
That's right.
And as we said in the pregame, Isaiah Hall, a 3,000-yard passer. So it's not like Anderson County can't air it out, as now they'll get another quick out here. And that will be for another Hammers 1st and 10. Let's see, this goes to Trent Strickland. And Anderson County with another Hammers 1st and 10. Ball spotted just inside the 20-yard line. So into the red zone for the Mavericks.
First time tonight. Let's see what the defense changes in red zone.
3 wideouts to the right. Also a tight end that way. And this is a handoff to Moog, and Moog is going to lose about 4 yards as getting into the backfield for Elizabethton is Eli Guess. And
yeah, he just beat his block.
And Guess is a menace on that defensive line.
2nd and 14.
We go under 4 left to play in this first quarter. So an H-back lined up to the right, 2 wide receivers that way as well. Hall sends the H-back in motion. Handoff. This goes to Moog, and Moog gets up to about the 21. So a pickup of 3 will make it 3rd and 11.
Yeah, just hat on a hat. Let's get a little push, a little zone right. Positive play, but you need a few more yards.
Anderson County's kicker in this situation, Josh Valero, I would think would have the range here if Anderson County does not get a first down.
I was watching him warm up in pregame. He was hitting a little further back than that.
So Hall gets it out on a quick slant to Strickland. Strickland just inside the 20-yard line. They're going to give him the 16-yard line, and it will be 4th and 7.
Yeah, looks like the kicking team coming on.
Holding it should be, if we got it right, would be Reese Russell. And field goal will be
So here's Josh Valero. This will be a 32-yard attempt from the left hash. Snap is high, set, kick is on the way. That kick is no good. Sails wide left.
Wow.
And so Elizabethton take over. And the
snap just disrupts the timing right there. I mean, the kicker starts his steps as soon as the ball snapped, and when he sees a high snap, he has to get a little hitch to, make sure he's not kicking too early.
So for the 3rd time tonight, we'll see the E-Town offense. So far, 2 3-and-outs. They see that big offensive line. Look at that big offensive line.
They're huge. They're huge.
3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right for Slagle. Slagle, handoff. And nothing. This time,
just flying to the ball.
So this Anderson County doing its job. And you know, Elizabethton, that's what they want to do, run the football. This time, Slagle. He finds a quick slant and breaking a tackle, getting up the sideline with a huge gain on the play is Luke Whaley, as Elizabethton has its first down of the night, and they are also in Anderson County territory.
Short pass turns in a lot of speed on the outside you saw right there.
So now gets back up on the line. Cyclones don't huddle. Slagle has Holzer in the backfield with him. And this is going to be a quick out to Jariah Griffin. And Griffin picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Short gain right there. I know it's in the playbook. At some point, they're going to fake this, and then one of those guys is going to go deep. And we used to tag that as a fox, like 41 fox. And so he comes out, shuffles like he's going to block, and then just turns up the field. It's in the playbook.
3 wideouts to the right again for Elizabethton. 1 to the left. Slagle. And this pass is complete to Griffin. And Griffin has enough for the Hammers 1st and 10 as he gets inside the 30-yard line. They'll spot it at the 20. Cyclones pick up 10. Finally getting this offense going.
Cyclones have found something that's working right now.
Having to throw the football because they can't do anything on the ground, but if you throw it and you open up that ground game, then you can really get your offense going.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they're thinking.
Tight formation now. Holzer in the backfield. An H-back lined up to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Looks like a tight end on either side. Handoff, Holzer. And he's going to get up, pickup of 2, will bring up 2nd and 8.
Still tough run defense right there.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter. So after 12, we're at zeros. We're at goose eggs. Elizabethton, though, in striking distance when we get back to start the second quarter on our OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Back to Anderson County High School, Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker, as we get set to begin the second quarter. Elizabethton facing a 2nd and 8. Some scores of interest for you. Jefferson County up on Bearden, 7-0. Powell leads Sevier County 7-0. Maryville Bradley side at 7. Oliver Springs up on Greenback 6-0. And we can presume that all of these games are in the first quarter. Second and 8. Slagle fakes the handoff and now looks over the middle. That pass is off the fingertips of the intended target.
Wow, he threw that into double coverage, but almost completed it.
Trying to get Jariah Griffin.
Pass incomplete, depending on the
And it was close.
Yeah, it was really close.
brings up 3rd down and 8.
You made a comment about how fast that first quarter was.
Yes.
Yeah, it flew by. 3rd and 8 now for Elizabethton. Slagle in the backfield with Holzer. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. A tight end to the left as well. Slagle rolling to the left. Lets this one go. That pass is defended, incomplete. Waylon LaRue on the coverage.
Excellent coverage.
Knocks that ball out. So how is Elizabethton's kicking game? Do they trust their kicker in this position? It doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
Coach Whitten going to send the offense back out for the 4th and 8.
You may see a freeze attempt right here too. Make that 4th and 3. Play clock's at 6, 5.
Man in motion, and Elizabethton's going to have to take a timeout. First timeout of the evening, and it's brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back at Anderson County, as we are early in the second quarter, 13 seconds into it. In fact, Elizabethton facing a 4th and 8. Had to burn one of the timeouts there as the play clock was running down.
Yeah, this is one of those critical junctures. I understand want to get the right play.
And it looks like they did bring the kicking block onto the field.
I think we're going to at least see an attempt.
So this will be Will Bowers. And where this is spotted on the right hash, it'll be a 43-yard attempt.
A lot of pressure.
Snap is low. That kick is up, and it is short and a little to the left. So both Anderson County and Elizabethton attempt field goals, and neither of them make their field goal attempts. So we stay knotted up at 0 with 11:41 left to go in the second quarter as Anderson County will take over.
I thought we would see more points by now, Aaron. I really did.
I think it's just, we said coming into this game that Elizabethton's strength was their defense, and Anderson County had one really good-looking drive, but Elizabethton bowed up and stopped them.
Right.
And then the same thing has happened to Elizabethton, as they've had one good drive so far, and Anderson County bowed up and stopped them.
Yeah. This will be a gut check game, I do believe.
So on this Hammers 1st and 10, Moog gets a handoff, and Moog with some running room. We'll see where they spot it. They will spot it at the 25. That's a 5-yard pickup to bring up 2nd and 5.
There have been plays tonight that I didn't think Anderson County was going to have any positive yardage, and they're 2, 3, 4, 5-yard gains. And that's what you need.
Yeah, what's nuts about this game so far, as it looks like Hall will get this quick out, and that goes to Xavier James. They call him the X-Man here. And that is complete up to the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks. It'll be a Hammers 1st and 10. But what's interesting about this game so far is Elizabethton has had more success in their pass game, and Anderson County has had more success in their run game, which is the opposite of maybe what we expected.
Yeah, that's opposite of what I expected.
Handoff. Moog. A lot of running room. Moog picks up 11. Another Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, just a nice run right there.
Now, I guess Sean Witten saw this coming because he said his team would have to stop Nick Moog in order for them to win.
Yeah, and not only stop Nick Moog, that offensive line, you got to play them too. It's not just a running back necessarily, although the running back's a big piece.
And so Moog gets the carry again and fumbles the football. Fortunately for Moog.
Oh, we just saw a flag.
Yeah, Zay Hall was back there to get it, and I saw an Elizabethton player fall, so I believe this is going to be a personal foul on Anderson County.
It looked like one of them soccer flops to me.
What are you sorry for?
That's exactly what it was. So you had a play, a Hammers 1st and 10, which resulted in about a 5-yard gain, except there was a fumble. So you lose yards on the fumble, and then you get, after the play, a dead ball, personal foul penalty, which is going to back this thing up even more. And because it was after the play counts, so it is now 2nd and 24.
Yeah, you lose the down.
But Elizabethton gives them 5 yards back. Jumping off sides, so it'll be 2nd and 19. That's a little bit more manageable.
Second down, 19.
Yeah, those penalties drive you crazy.
So now under 10 left to play in this first half. Hall with Moog in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Hall takes a snap. He's looking downfield.
Lots of time.
He's got a man wide open behind the defense. That's Strickland. Strickland catches the pass, and he's down to the Cyclones 16-yard line with a Hammers 1st and 10.
Wow. He had time to let that develop and then got it down to him down the middle of the field. Watch his protection.
Well, that's the offsides penalty from the play before. But that was, I don't know how Strickland got so wide open. But Hall delivered it, and now Anderson County back in the red zone.
Now they're too deep in the secondary. They're worried about the pass.
Quick pitch goes to James, and James is pancaked. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The white hat is talking to Moog. That was close to a blindside.
Ooh, yeah.
I think because it was the interior line, they probably didn't call that. But he definitely could have.
Moog is a player that's missed some serious time because of an injury.
He's got a blocker.
Yeah, and Moog barrels ahead. He gets to the 10-yard line, a pickup of 6. That'll make it 3rd and 4.
Left edge follows the blocking of Nelson and Jackson Hill. Picks up a quick 5. It's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. 8:15 to go, first half next quarter.
So big 3rd down here as the ball is spotted at the 11 on the left hash. H-back lined up to the left. Moog that way as well. Hall, handoff, Moog. Moog looking for some running room up the middle. There's not going to be a lot there, but he picked up enough that Anderson County probably goes for it on 4th down here.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like, again, there's a lot there, but they're able to squeeze out about 3 yards.
Yeah, he only needed 5. He picked up 3, which makes this 4th and 2.
52. Lined up in the next pack.
He was if he checked in, yeah.
So on this fourth down, handoff goes to Moog. Moog. It's going to depend on where they spot it. I believe they've got him close to the 10, or I'm sorry, close to the 5.
He's got it.
That's enough to move the sticks. Hammers, first and goal for Anderson County.
Now you're going to see the goal line defense. They're going to go man coverage. They're going to load the box. It's going to be interesting to see how Anderson County attacks this goal line defense.
Hall fakes the handoff. Over the middle to Xavier James.
Just like that.
Touchdown, Anderson County. The Mavericks strike first. They go up 6-0 on Elizabethton with 6:45 left to go in the first half.
Well, that's one way to attack the goal line. Just a quick slant down there on the goal line.
Well, you know, as I'm here, like, I've never been a coach or anything, but I'm trying to think, if I'm Elizabethton, I've got to be selling out on Moog here. And Anderson County was probably thinking the same thing because they brought the play action. Got just enough room for James. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Anderson County drives down the field, puts it in, and the Mavericks lead it 7-0 with 6:45 left to go in the first half of the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week.
And the kick for Anderson County, number 21,
Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker.
Deep to return, number 15, Whaley. And
Maverick strike first. They lead it 7-0 as we get set for another Daniel Forrester kickoff. And this will be Tyler Radcliffe, handles all of the kickoff duties. Josh Valero handles all the field goal duties. It's got to be a luxury. You could just take, you know, you look at that, you're like, they've got 2 kickers?
They've got 2 kickers.
It's a high school team. They got 2 kickers?
You know, during Harriman-Rockwood, Harriman didn't have any.
Nope. And this one goes out of bounds.
Radcliffe's kick goes out of bounds.
Way out of bounds.
Yeah, that's you were talking about playing golf. That's about what my golf tee off looks like.
Ella just went out and got the tee. That's another cool thing about Anderson County.
It is, man. It's so many features. It's so fun to come here and watch a game.
Next time, we have a 3-year on that level.
And let's see, just received a message. Looks like Auburn Springs Greenback tied at 6. Greenback went in that first round and got a very impressive win over Cloudland. And listen, Cloudland is not as good as they have been in a few years, but still going there on Roan Mountain to play.
To Roan Mountain,
and winning by 3 scores. Greenback won by 21 points in that game. As here on the Hammers 1st and 10. And again, the run game stopped short for Elizabethton. Maybe a pickup of 1.5 yards, and that went to Zeth Mullins.
Yeah, Anderson County is just confusing the offensive front for the Cyclones. Anytime you confuse an offensive lineman, he plays slower, and then that slows your offense down.
We got another scoring update. After 1, Coalfield leads Rockwood 7-0. As 2nd and 8, handoff goes to Mullins again, and Mullins is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and that will bring up 3rd and 8. We'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay here, and a three-man front for Anderson County, but those linebackers are crashing hard.
They're flying to the ball.
As that time, Landon Engel from his linebacker position came up and plugged a hole. So now 3rd and long again for E-Town. AC showing pressure.
Too high in the safeties.
And they are coming. And over the middle, that pass is complete. And getting across midfield to the Anderson County 49-yard line for Elizabethton is Jariah Griffin.
Yeah, that's a nice dig route he runs. Got enough time to get it open in the middle. When you bring the pressure from the linebacker, the middle linebacker, that opens up the underneath route right there.
Yeah, and credit Elizabethton's offensive line there. Gave Slagle a lot of time. Hammers 1st and 10. Slagle, empty backfield.
Pressure.
He's got to step up in the pocket, and he's sacked. Loss of 5 on the play will make it 2nd and 15.
They were going deep. They were going for the kill shot right there.
2nd down and 14.
Yeah, they sent.
And just a 3-man rush.
Let's go.
Just a 3-man rush, which is why I couldn't get the ball out earlier, I guess.
Second and 15 now. 2 wide receivers either side. Slagle takes a shotgun snap, takes the handoff to Mullins. He's going to have to move to his left a little bit, and he's under pressure again, and he's going to be sacked again. A loss of 1. It'll bring up 3rd and 16 now for Elizabethton.
Wow, this is amazing. 3-man rush. Good coverage. Really what you call a coverage sack right here. Yeah.
And how about that?
Nelson comes and finishes.
Go ahead.
Now I'm going to say Nelson comes and finishes him off. Wow. 17. 3rd and 17.
All kinds of noisemakers here at Anderson County. And Coach Witten going to take a timeout, talk about this very important play coming up on the 3rd and long. Timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonsappliances.com.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Back at Anderson County, we were just sitting here looking over at the Elizabethton sideline. They've got a TV screen there that, what he's saying, 8 seconds after a play?
We've got the same thing on iPads. They put up theirs on a television.
So, I mean, that's incredible.
That's incredible.
This is high school football, guys. So Elizabethton's got a screen over there. 8 seconds after a play is run, they can go back and rewatch it. And we're being told Anderson County has the same thing on their sidelines, except on
iPads.
On iPads. They've got 4 iPads. There's a shot of it right there. That shows you what we're talking about. 3rd and 16, 17, and handoff to Zeth Mullins, and he's stopped in the backfield.
Another flag here.
And a flag comes out.
Flag on the play at the 44-yard line.
So we'll have to see what this one is.
It was late.
So right now we're looking at a 3rd and 16. Or 3rd and 17.
We trail 7-0. He's not having to go to halftime. It will be.
Oh, so you see,
yeah.
Zeth Mullins wasn't happy about something, and he let the official know it, and the official let him know that he doesn't care.
And it was a dead ball foul, so it looks like it went way back.
Yeah. And again, I don't have to sit here and do the math on it because Anderson County has the technology to tell me that it is 4th and 31.
That is so nice.
It is. Preparing for a short punt here.
Got the return on.
And it is a short punt, and a fair catch is called and made at the 39-yard line, and that's where Anderson County will take over with the Hammers 1st and 10.
Fielded by number 6, James.
It was a short punt. It was high, so they could cover well. Force the fair catch.
That's right. You see the Chuck Fleischman replay here. Elizabethton, their punts have not been great tonight. They've had one blocked, and I think that one went further than either of the other two.
That was the long.
And
pre-snap
penalty. Offsides Elizabethton. They're going to gift Anderson County 5 yards. And Anderson County, now how does this work? 2:53 to play in the half. I know like we hear so much about a 2-minute offense. Do you run the 2-minute offense now?
Yeah, you're going to go. Hey, you may slow it down a little bit, but you're going to run 2 minutes.
Moog gets the carry, and he's in Cyclone territory. That's enough for a Hammers 1st and 10.
And another Anderson County first down.
Some people have what they call a 4-minute offense, and then they get into the 2-minute. And so he's probably running his 4-minute offense here, which means you can run the ball, you can take your time a little bit before the snap.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was one of those deals. You know, you go to a store, something's $1.99. No, it's not. It's $2.
Right.
You know, you call it $1, you call it $2. You know, my daughter would call it $1, but not me. And trying to hit the seam route, floating up in the air. Moog was there, and Hall just overshot him by a little bit.
Just by the fingertips right there. They were sitting in cover 2, and so when you can run somebody right down the middle in cover 2, usually they're open. And he was.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on it. So the clock now stopped, 2:17. Hall lines up, 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to his right. Moog in the backfield. Hall. Handoff goes to Moog, and Moog's got running room. And he's still on his feet, spins forward to about the 31-yard line. And, of course, that's enough for another Hammers 1st and 10.
They had a stunt on the end, crashes really hard here inside. Moog sees that, bounces it outside, and he's got room.
For yet another Anderson County first down. Hammers first down.
31-yard line. Inside 2 minutes to play in this half. And a quick out goes to James. And Xavier James is going to be out of bounds. See where they mark it?
Looks like about 5.
They'll give him the 26. That is a 5-yard gain.
And he's out of bounds, so the clock stops.
And, you know, Elizabethton won the toss to start this game, and they wanted to receive.
Right.
And so Anderson County's in a position here. They're already in scoring position, and they will get the ball to start the second half as well.
Yeah, if you can get points here and then get points coming out of the halftime, that's a big advantage. Big advantage.
Handoff out of the backfield. This is a new ball carrier. This goes to Waylon LaRue. And LaRue, we'll have to see where they spot it. He might be just a yard shy.
Yeah, I think he's short. We're 3rd down.
3rd and 1. LaRue just a change of pace.
He did a nice job of finding the crease and getting up in it.
We are under a minute.
3rd and 1, 22 yards.
3rd and 1.
10 minutes to go to the halftime.
Hall takes a snap. Handoff goes to Moog. Moog gets to the outside. What a stutter step.
Made one miss.
He gets to the 17. That moves the change. Hammers 1st and 10. 42 seconds left. Mavericks with all 3 timeouts remaining. Just a little stutter move you'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay right there.
They gave him the old dead leg.
Who called the timeout?
And Anderson County is going to take a timeout. They're going to stop the clock with 37.9 seconds left. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for support over 55 years.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. We got this scoring update a little while ago, but we were busy and I couldn't get it to you. Oak Ridge is leading over Clinton 14-6. That was a couple minutes ago, like I said. So I'm not sure how much time is left in that one.
Wow.
So 3 wideouts to the left for Hall on this 1st and 10. Hall fakes the handoff. And now he's going to drop way back under pressure. Hall going to have to roll to his right. He's going to be in there. That pass is complete. Wow. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Anderson County, Dalen Cole.
Wow, they moved him off his spot. He had to move to the right, but Hall found the open man, made the throw.
And Anderson County, with 28 seconds left, now leads this game 13-0. You see the Chuck Fleischman replay, what you were talking about. Felt that pressure, rolled to his right, made that throw on the run and put it in Cole's hands in stride.
Yeah, that was nice. He was looking left to the 3 receiver side. Got off the spot and found an open man.
Josh Valero's extra point is up, and it is good. Less than 30 seconds left in this first half. The Mavericks now lead 14-0 in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Take a break, we'll be right back.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. See, here's Bella. Ella.
No B.
That's what I said. I said Ella. I said Ella. Don't go back and rewind this.
No replay. No replay.
No. Don't want Tim Elrod to know that I didn't get that right. Tyler Radcliffe on to kick this one off, and that kick is a high end-over-ender that will be taken at the 2-yard line. And
he's quick.
Yeah, up to the 25, up to the 30, still on his feet, and finally brought down at about the 34-yard line is Jariah Griffin, and there goes Ella to retrieve the team.
She does such a good job.
So another scoring update for you real quick. Clinton has cut into that Oak Ridge lead. It's now 14-12, and that's in the second quarter. Coalfield leads Rockwood 14-0 in the second quarter. Bearden leads Jefferson County 13-7. Walker Valley up on Lenoir City 17-0. Bradley Central up on Maryville 14-7.
Taking an E.
So Coach Witten going to run this clock out. You only had about 17 seconds left anyway. So we will take this score into halftime. Anderson County, the fans here are pumped up for the Mavericks looking to get into the quarterfinals. They've got a good start as they will begin the second half with a 14-point handicap. Halftime, bands on the way. This is your OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home. At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
So we'll come back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I said that we'd have some halftime bands, because we normally do. No bands performing at halftime, but that's okay. We'll fill with some football, which is probably what a lot of people want to fill with anyway. Here are your first half stats. You see first downs there? Just 3 for the Cyclones, 10 for Anderson County. Rushing yards. And again, when we came into this, we said Elizabethton, they hang their hat on their defense and their running game, and they run about 60% of the time, throw about 40% of the time. 4 rushing yards. That's a credit to this Anderson County defense.
Yeah, they have run to the ball. They have played extremely aggressively, physically up front, and have been pretty fearless as far as attacking this Cyclone offense.
It took a little bit for Anderson County to get going in the throw game. 101 passing yards. I think probably about 30 or 40 of those came in that final drive when they were able to find, I guess it was Strickland wide open down the field.
Right in the middle, yeah.
So 175 total yards for Anderson County, 71 for Elizabethton. Neither team has turnovers. Elizabethton, though, 4 penalties for 33 yards. Anderson County, just 1 on the evening so far. Time of possession about even, 12:40 for Anderson County, 10:19 for E-Town.
The biggest stat right there to me, when you look at those, 2 of them, one is rushing yard differential, and that then feeds into first down differential right there. Because Elizabethton, really known for that strong defense, Anderson County's figured some things out. And so that's fairly impressive to me.
Well, we were just up here talking to Tim Elrod, and Elrod of OEB Law. We've not been able to see him a whole lot because he's taken up a judgeship, and so it's nice when we are able to run into him and talk to him. But we were talking about how Elizabethton, if you look back to last season, Anderson County played the Cyclones in the regular season. It was a 35-34 game in overtime, just a 1-point ball game. Well, then there was the rematch in the playoffs, and it was close as well. Anderson County struggled, but pulled out the victory to get to that quarterfinals matchup against Greenville. Well, Greenville won that region. They defeated Elizabethton in the regular season. But then, turn around, Anderson County just blows Greenville out in that quarterfinals. So you come into it, you're like, well, I don't know. What is it? Is it a matchup thing? Is it why was Elizabethton able to play Anderson County as close as they did last year and Greenville couldn't?
Right.
And so you wondered if maybe you see that again this time around, but so far that's not been the case.
Oh, okay. As you prepare through the season, right, the competition level that you play probably helps prepare you for those hard, tough ball games.
Yeah,
so,
you said that in the pregame.
I know scheduling for Anderson County, people, some people, not the people in this press box right now, but some people were ready to kind of throw the towel in. Oh, we've lost 2 games. Oh, we've lost 3 games.
Yeah.
Coach Gillen's got a plan.
Yeah.
And he's not playing just for that region title. He's playing for the postseason.
So we'll get you a couple scores of interest, but we'll talk about that just a little bit more because Anderson County started the season. You played Powell, you played Science Hill. Later on, you played Anderson County played Bearden, and then later on down the season, you play West. All those teams except for Science Hill are in the playoffs tonight and have a very good shot at being in the playoffs next week as well.
They make you make that run, right? That's what we're talking about. It's like in basketball, you prepare for the tournament. This is the football version of the tournament, right? You got to get here, but once you do get here, then survive in advance.
So Greenville, the winner of this game will play the winner of the Greenville-Gibbs game next week. And last I saw on that, Greenville was up, but I'll try to get you a score on that as well. I think if Vegas wanted to come down here and put a line on it, they would probably say Greenville was heavy favorites in that game against Gibbs.
I would think so.
And rightfully so, I do believe.
I would think so. Not to discredit a Gibbs team. Gibbs has had a really nice season this year, but Greenville's that next level.
It's almost halftime at Blankenship Field, and I'm seeing that Oak Ridge has taken a 21-12 lead over Clinton in the first half. So Oak Ridge, if you're an Oak Ridge fan, I feel like you needed to worry about that one a little bit, because if Clinton shows up to play ball, they showed you what they can do last week by going to McMinn County and winning the way that they did, because Oak Ridge goes to McMinn County in the regular season and they lose that football game.
Yeah, they take a loss.
I think the final score was 14-3,
something like that. Yeah,
couldn't do anything, and Clinton goes down there and blows them out. And so if you're an Oak Ridge fan, you had to hope that you were able to hold your own tonight against that Clinton team and not stumble, because there are a lot of people who think that Oak Ridge could be one of the teams competing for that gold ball in the first weekend of December.
Yeah, and I don't know that was really expected, especially with the coaching change and the things that were going on. I don't know that was really the expectation. But obviously, they had that expectation. That team had that expectation. So.
Yeah, quarterback, junior Blaine Stansberry's grown up a lot this year for that Oak Ridge team, and they look a lot more in sync than they did last year. Last year, that offense was really, really messy, but looks like they've got it going this year, and then you can see what that talent can pull off once you get the pieces moving together and everybody's moving in the right direction and the same direction. You see what can happen there. So,
well, you want that offensive execution to be crisp. And when it's sloppy, it drives coaches nuts. It drives coaches crazy. And, and they pull their hair out trying to make the offense crisp and the offense really efficient.
Yeah. So, and also need to point out, Derek Rang trying to go for his first win against Clinton.
Yes.
He wasn't on the sidelines for that first game.
No, he doesn't get to count that one.
No, but Joe Gaddis got to put another notch in his belt.
Yep.
That rivalry.
And a long belt that is.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's funny when you think about it. So I'll try to get you some more scores here in just a little bit, but I tell you, let's go ahead and let's take a break. When we get back, we'll talk just a little bit more. I'll try to get you some scores, and then we will get set to start the second half here on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
Back to the OEB Law game of the week as halftime is closing down here at Anderson County. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. Some scores of interest for you. Of course, in our game tonight, Anderson County leading over Elizabethton at the half by a score of 14-0. Gatlinburg-Pittman leading over Kingston in the second quarter, 21-7. Greenville up on Gibbs, 21-0. Jefferson County leading Bearden, 20-13. Is that correct?
Wow.
No, I think that's backwards. The score is 20-13.
Stay puffed marshmallows.
One source has Bearden leading that game 20-13, and the other source has Jefferson County leading that game 20-13. So I don't know. We'll try to get that cleared up. Powell leading over the Smoky Bears of Sevier County 21-7. Alcoa's up, no surprise there, leading Austin East in the second quarter 35-0. At halftime, Bradley Central leads Maryville 24-14. At halftime, Coalfield leads over Rockwood 21-0. In the second quarter, Oliver Springs leads over Greenback 13-12.
Wow.
At halftime, West leads over Morristown West 20-0.
Okay, that's moving.
And at halftime, Oak Ridge leads over Clinton 21-12. One of our commenters on Facebook tell us that Clinton scored first, I guess, and missed an extra point. But then Oak Ridge returned a kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown to take that early lead 7-6 in that one. Walker Valley up on Lenoir City at halftime, 17-3. So
it sounds like Clinton's chasing that extra point.
And
then you start going for two, and you just, you never catch it up.
That happened when we saw them.
Exactly.
They had an injured kicker, and that's really unfortunate when you're playing, especially at that level of competition, to not be able to have a kicker, because the other team in 5A is probably going to have a kicker.
They're going to have a kicker. Yeah, they'll have more than one.
Yeah, so you're pretty much getting an automatic 1-point advantage if you've got a kicker versus a team that doesn't. But we are getting set for another Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. And, yeah, we've had a lot of people talking about it up here. Do you think Elizabethton gets gutsy and kicks it onside?
You could see that. And the reason I say that is because you lose this thing, you go home. And you start taking equipment up on Monday. So I would say this second half we're going to see Elizabethton pull the stops out to get back in this thing.
Well, we will see. Here's our Daniel Forrester kickoff. Nope, this one is deep. End over ender, taking it about the 8-yard line. And getting up to about the 21-yard line.
Wow. I never heard a whistle.
I didn't either.
I wouldn't. But his forward progress had stopped quite a bit before they shoved him out of bounds.
Yeah, I was listening for that whistle, too. I didn't hear it. So let's see this Chuck Fleischman replay. Of course, we can't hear what's coming through there anyway. But that is Trent Strickland on the return there. And, yeah, his forward progress has stopped right there.
And then they just horse him out of bounds.
So Hammers 1st and 10, Hall. Handoff. This goes to Moog. And Moog is going to pick up about 1.5 yards. So give him 2 yards to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. The yard marker tells us that. That's so cool, man. I just can't believe that.
And again, I've not seen that at any other level. I don't see that in the college game. Andrews County doing things. Here's Hall rolling to his right. And got a man, overthrows his target.
Yeah, he stumbled coming out of the break.
Fortunate that one wasn't intercepted as Eli Blevins was in the area.
Yeah, Pyatt looked like he stumbled coming out of the break right there, which again throws your timing off.
And then there is what we're talking about, in case you didn't know. It tells you how many yards you've got to go.
It's like the cash register at the restaurant. It tells the person how much change to give back.
That's right. I like it. Gives me one less thing to think about. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Moog winding up to the right. Hall takes a snap. 3-step drop. Now he's on the move, and flag comes out. This is going to be a hold, but Hall going long. And this pass is knocked away, incomplete. And I would say...
I figure we're going to get a decline.
Yeah, I would say.
Holding call.
And Andrews County will be forced to punt, I would think. We'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay. We can see a hold. Looking for one. I guess they called that right there.
I think so. That's where he threw the flag. I've seen worse.
Yeah. That's only Anderson County's second penalty, although it won't count because it was declined. So this is a wobbly kick that will be fielded and returned for about 5 yards. On the return for Elizabethton, Whaley.
Yeah, Whaley caught that on about the numbers and was able to just get forward, get what you can. That's what you tell your return guys. Don't run around, don't dance, get upfield.
So Elizabethton will begin its first drive of the second half, 1:12 into the second half in Anderson County territory.
Here we go.
I think this is their best starting field position tonight.
I believe you are correct. I think this is only the third time they've been on the Anderson County side of the field. Slagle. This pass is incomplete. And Dalen Cole on the coverage there timed that perfectly. And the pass ball is incomplete.
Yeah, you can't time that up any better than what he did right there.
See on the Chuck Fleischman replay there. Yeah, that was perfect.
He comes from behind, rakes down on the arms to take the ball out.
So I told you we had 2 sources on that Jefferson County Bearden score. Well, a source that I trust, Jesse Smithy, tells us that Bearden leads over Jefferson County 20-13. I believe him, so I think the Bulldogs lead 20-13.
Yeah, Smithy's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, as far as high school football coverage goes, I'd put him up against anybody in the country. 3rd and 2 after that complete pass. Elizabethton trying to keep this first drive of the second half alive. Handoff. This is Zeth Mullins. And Mullins. He did a whistle blow? I'm guessing not.
They had him stopped.
Somehow, he squirted out of it. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. See exactly what happened here. He's bottled up at this point, and then just gets away.
Keep your legs moving. You know, you play through the whistle.
That's it. The Hammers 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Slagle looking, sidearms it, and this goes to Griffin, and Griffin in the open field is dangerous. Griffin gets up to the 17-yard line. That moves the sticks again. Hammers 1st and 10. Elizabethton in business in the red zone.
Yeah, Slagle's looking deep right here, and then he goes to his check down.
Jariah Griffin. That's one of those guys, if you can get him into the open field, he's going to make you a few yards. All right, 3 wide outs to the left. Fakes the handoff. Slagle, corner route, going to the end zone. It is incomplete. Waylon LaRue on the coverage there. Pass intended for Eli Blevins.
Yeah, LaRue was on an island, and, you know, you either make the play or you don't, and he made the play right there. That was nice.
That is good defense.
Yeah, throwing the fade route.
17-yard line.
3-man front for Anderson County. Snap. Here's Slagle. Quick out. And this pass is complete. This goes to Griffin as well. And he'll be spotted at the 4-yard line. That will move the sticks. 1st and goal.
Got a little rub route up here on the top where they kind of a pick play where you pick the defender off.
Yep.
The offense calls that a rub route. The defense calls that a pick play, which is obviously illegal.
And the official calls it whatever they want to complete on that play.
Exactly. He called it complete first down.
That's right. You see Griffin in the Wildcat, takes the snap. He's looking for pay dirt. He's not going to get it, but he picks up 2 Well,
that whistle, man.
They blew that one dead.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Down to about the 2-yard line.
I think they swallowed their whistle.
Here we go. Get something, Chris.
So Griffin.
Here we go.
Up to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Elizabethton trying to cut this Anderson County lead in half. Wildcat again. Jariah Griffin. Mavericks loading that box. Griffin loses it and loses the football.
Stuff.
It is recovered by Elizabethton, but a loss of 3 on the play makes it 3rd and a goal from the 5.
It's a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that ball was out. Now I think we're getting out of this Wildcat and going back to our regular offense. Am I right?
All right, Maverick fans, here we go. Get them up.
You are correct.
2 backs.
Split backs. For Slagle. Slagle takes a shotgun snap. He's looking for the corner of the end zone. One-on-one coverage. That pass falls incomplete. No flags. It looked like Slagle and Whaley were on different pages there, as Slagle was going for the corner of the end zone and Whaley was not.
All right, it's 45.
No. Looks like we're going to go for it here.
So you see the noise, or you hear the noisemakers here at Anderson County.
Cowbells, horns.
What an environment. Split backs again. Slagle sends a man in motion. That's Whaley. Takes a snap. Tries to hit the out, and a flag is thrown. This is going to be a defensive pass interference.
Went down to the curl, down and out pattern. Never had a chance, and they pounced on him.
I was going to say, he never had a chance to catch that.
Now, in the high school game, I don't think that's an automatic first down, is it?
I think it is.
4th and goal from the 4, and pass interference.
Or maybe, I don't know. Now that you say that.
Let's see where we go now.
Yeah, they just took the down marker to 1.
Down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The white hat signaled 4th down. Yeah, they just changed it back. It's 4th down.
Yeah. Yeah, in the high school game, you have to pick up that first down with that penalty. So that moves the ball to the 2. And they go back to the Wildcat. Here's Jariah Griffin. Takes the snap. Goes up the middle. He stopped short.
He's short.
At the 1-yard line. What a defensive stand by the Anderson County Mavericks.
If they finish this game with a win, this will be a monumental play right here.
That's what they said.
This will be a monumental play.
Terry Baird, Tina Westgate.
What about Tony Lambert's defense?
That's a big play.
Evidently, that's
come up huge in this game so far.
They really have.
First down and 10, Anderson County.
So now if you're Anderson County, you take all of your snaps from the shotgun, which means Zay Hall will be receiving the snap from his end zone. He'll have Moog in the backfield with him.
And when you hand Moog the ball,
handoff goes to Moog, and Moog maybe picks up 1.
There you go.
And that does give you just a little bit more room.
Edge it out.
No, they put it back on the 1-yard line.
Primarily big 67. Landed.
You see, he takes the ball about 4 yards deep.
And no gain on the play.
They gave him no gain.
Yeah, they put it right at the 1.
I thought he had about a yard there.
I did too.
Of course, I'm up here.
That's true. Same with me. We're just under halfway through the third quarter. Anderson County, 2nd and 10. Hall with Moog with him in the backfield. 2 wide outs to the right. Hall going to throw. And does. He dumps this deep, and that pass is intercepted.
Wow, we talked about the secondary in the pregame. They came up with a big play right there.
Luke Whaley. That is Elizabethton's 16th interception on the season.
The football at the 27-yard line.
They played 10 games up to this point, which means they averaged a pick and a half a game. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can generate turnovers, because turnovers end up being additional possessions.
So the Anderson County defense with its back against the wall again. Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff, no. Keeping it is Slagle. Rolling to his right. He's got to throw this one away. And flags come in. And I don't know. I think
pass was incomplete. I didn't see the end of that. I was watching where the ball was going.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer on Anderson County. That's a big one.
That's a huge one. 15 yards on a throwaway.
On a throwaway, yeah. That's a big mistake by Anderson County. We'll see it here on the Chuck Fleischman replay what exactly happened. Oh,
yeah, see, I was watching the ball.
Yeah, we couldn't catch it there. All right, Hammers 1st and 10. Slagle again, under pressure, rolls to his right. Hit as he's thrown. That pass ball is incomplete.
Nice defense.
On the coverage there was Riley Wolfenbarger. And if Wolfenbarger turns his head around,
he might have the pick.
Yeah, and of course I say that as if that's easy to do.
Yeah, Davis was on the pressure right there, got him off his spot, got Slagle off the spot.
Twin sets either side for Slagle. Low snap. Rolling to his left. He's under pressure. He's sacked. Brought down on the play by Cody Miller.
Yeah, Miller just had a head for the ball right there. Here he comes. Comes around the defensive left edge. Nice blitz.
Sure did.
That play never had a chance.
Miller is a backup quarterback on this Anderson County roster as well. So I'd say for defense, he enjoyed tackling
the other quarterback.
Slagle rolling to his right. A big third down here. That pass is complete. That goes to Whaley.
Out at the 10.
He's short, but Elizabethton undoubtedly going to go for this one. They'll have a 4th and 6.
Yeah, they won't win this game by just kicking field goals now. Fourth and six. Big play here. There's been a lot of big plays, Aaron.
Sure has. 4th and 6 here. Here's Slagle. Twin sets either side. Slagle going to the end zone again. That pass is
intercepted.
Picked off.
Wow.
Dalen Cole.
Cole drove on that one. Nice.
The captain, number 10, hails from Medford.
Let's see this replay here. The way Cole played this football here. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the interception in the Super Bowl that the Pats got on the Seahawks.
Yeah, sure did. He'd seen that on film all week, and when he saw the route developing, he just drove on the ball.
So this is just deja vu, because here is Anderson County with Zay Hall taking snaps from the end zone. Handoff goes to Moog, and Moog, this time, I'm confident to tell you, he gained a couple of yards.
He did. Now, those were hard yards.
They'll give him 1, and that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Before it looked like he gained a yard, and he didn't.
They moved it right
apparently.
back. Yeah.
So Hall still from the end zone. Handoff Moog again. And this time Moog picks up about another yard.
Hard running down against our defense.
Yeah, this is tough sledding right now.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and 7.
Because the Cyclones are packing the box, loading the box right now.
5-yard line. They lead 14-0.
Now Anderson County spread it out a little bit. 2 wide receivers either side. Moog in the backfield.
Went with a freeze call right there. They didn't jump.
3rd and 7 from the 5.
Hall takes a snap.
Rolling
to his left. In trouble and steps inside somehow.
Oh, wow.
Gets this football off. It's fumbled, and Cole jumps on his own fumble.
Pass is complete to number 10, Dalen Cole. Falls on his own fumble. 1st down and 10.
Wow.
Anderson County.
That's a ESPN classic right there.
Honestly, the way Hall got rid of this pressure right here by just stepping in, that right there, that's incredible.
Well, we talk about quarterbacks extending the play.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. He extended the play, found the open man, and was able to make the completion.
And
illegal procedure against Anderson County.
Oh.
I never saw the flag, Aaron.
Okay, so they did not give him that completion. They said he didn't fumble it. They said that it was an incomplete pass. And then Anderson County had a false start. And so instead of a Hammers 1st and 10, now you're looking at a 3rd and 10. Boy, that changes everything.
That changes everything. I didn't understand that whole sequence.
Okay, so I think now we've got it situated. Under 5 of the play clock. Hall in this 3rd and 10 takes a snap, under pressure, gets rid of it somehow.
Wow.
Before he's brought down, and it is 4th and 10, and Hall is slow to get up.
Yeah, he's slow to get up.
He's slow to get up. He's grabbing his ankle.
I thought he was going to be sacked for the safety.
We're watching the replay right here. Football back. We'll go back to about the end of the 40-yard line. Go to the punter out of the end zone.
I need to restart. So what are we looking?
The field here in the second half. We got to take advantage of it. 2:34 mark in the 3rd. We trail 14.
The play clock's just now started. Anderson County facing a 4th and 10 will punt this football away with Tyler Radcliffe. Radcliffe gets this one up. It's a spinner, and it's taken by Griffin. Griffin goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line of Anderson County. So this entire 3rd quarter has been played on Anderson County's side of the field, but the Mavericks defense has kept so far Elizabethton out of the end zone.
Yeah, the field position, that would be troublesome if you're the coach. That's the bad news for Coach Gillum and the staff. The good news is that they've been able to keep them out of the end zone, like you said.
So it looks like Elizabethton has made some adjustments.
They've really gone away from the run game.
Yeah, and they've gone play action like they did right there. And what a catch for Cam Baker. That will move the sticks for another Hammers 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at, looks like, the 14-yard line. But you see on this Chuck Fleischman replay, Baker to hold on to that thing. Wow. It's now a pistol set for Slagle. Drops the handoff, sidearms it out to Griffin. Griffin dives forward. They'll give him the 6-yard line.
Wow. Just got it out in space. He dropped the ball and then was able to get it out. Little sidearm release.
It'll be 2nd and 3.
All right, man, here we go. Get it up, baby, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Slagle gets the call. Mullins in the backfield with him. Slagle looking for the corner of the end zone, and again, nobody's home.
Wow. The receiver was coming to the middle. Slagle was throwing to the corner pylon.
So 4th and 3 now. Or is it 2nd? Or is it 3rd?
I think it's 3rd and 3.
Okay. I got ahead of myself.
1 minute to go in the 3rd.
But again, Elizabethton, you have to assume, is in 4-down territory. And we've got a timeout on the field.
He's right there on the sideline. Go down, tilt down.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm not either. So there's not a timeout. There's an official timeout. Okay.
He's calling.
So both teams took advantage of that short officials timeout so the coaches could talk to their teams. Minute 16 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, he's not?
Elizabethton facing a 3rd and 3. Zeth Mullins in the backfield. A bunch formation, wide left.
Wow.
And you've got another sack on the play. A loss of a yard makes it 4th and 4. Rhett Slagle has been sacked 4 times tonight.
Nelson brought the pressure that time and really disrupted the timing of that whole play. He didn't make the tackle, but he disrupted the timing of the whole play.
Anderson County trying to get its third fourth down stop of this quarter. And it appeared like the AC was going to have it, but a flag comes out. This will be pass interference.
The official underneath, the umpire, did not throw that flag. The back judge, who I didn't think had as good a view of it, did throw the flag. From a mechanic standpoint, I'm a little concerned about that if I'm Coach Gillum.
Okay.
Let's watch it again.
Chuck Fleischman replay.
4th and 1. You got to be kidding.
Yeah, he's early. He was early. I think they got it right.
Yeah, 4th and 1.
So the penalty's half the distance to the goal. That makes it 4th and 1. Slagle comes back out there. Mullins in the backfield with him, and Mullins will get that handoff, and Mullins dives for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Well, when you keep knocking on the door, eventually you're going to get in.
Yeah. That Anderson County defense to put up the stops that it did before this point.
Exactly, with you back against the wall. Yeah, they played that very gamely.
So there is the Mullins touchdown, and here is the extra point. It's up. It's good. So Elizabethton cuts that lead in half. It's now 14-7 with 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter of this second round matchup in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Anderson County leads 14-7. Hey, somebody tell them no.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as Elizabethton gets set for this Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. It's going to be Caleb Campbell kicking this one off. Xavier James back deep to receive. I think Trent Strickland back there as well. This is a short kick, though. It will be allowed to bounce, and Strickland luckily able to pull that one back down as the bounce about went over his head. And Anderson County will start this drive at the 15-yard line, and Strickland's not well.
No, I think he got hit in the head right there.
14-7. Anderson County will get a first and 10 on the 15-yard line.
I think that was a little bit of helmet-to-helmet right there.
Yeah, we've got...
I hope that young man's all right.
We've got a player down. We'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay here. And again, Strickland, lucky. He just got one hand on that ball, able to tip it back to himself.
Yeah. That was helmet-to-helmet right there. That's unfortunate.
We'll take a break.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. As you see, Strickland is
Kathy
up.
May Martin has been making real estate
And
dreams a
will
reality.
Be able to walk to the sidelines now.
Cyclones, 14-7.
I'd like to give a shout out to Facebook comments I'm seeing. Looks like we got a viewer from Scotland.
Scotland.
Top of the morning to ye. Because I believe it probably would be about morning there.
They're going to say the sun be rising soon.
Well, it's about 7 hours a difference there. Hammers first and 10. Zay Hall gets it to James. James spins up to about the 23-yard line. Pick up of about 8. Should bring up 2nd and 2.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Little play action. Throw the slant.
And that will be the final play as we are 3 quarters through this second round game between Elizabethton and Anderson County. The Mavs lead 14-7, but the Cyclones have a lot of momentum. We've got fourth quarter action coming up on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Anderson County facing a 2nd and 2. Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker with you as we begin the fourth quarter here. Nick Moog with the handoff. He will pick up 5 yards, and that will move the sticks. Hammers first and 10 for the Mavs.
Yeah, Anderson County would like to take a lot of time off this clock, go down and score, reestablish a 2-score lead, and, end this thing. That would be the plan.
And the way they've been able to get the ground game going, you would think that would be a pretty good game plan. But now, empty set for Hall. 5 wide. Hall takes a snap, 4-man rush. And Elizabethton about gets to him. And Dalen Cole wide open. And into the open field. It's going to be a foot race. Cole to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Anderson County. 72 yards. Zay Hall to Dalen Cole. You didn't take any time off the clock, but you know what? You got that 2-score lead back.
2-score lead back, yeah. Less than a minute, Or you could do it this way, right?
Yeah. And we're talking, hey, Anderson County, they're going to take their time. And then they line up 5 wide and score on the very next play.
Yeah.
Josh Valero on to attempt the extra point for AC. Here's the snap, set, kick is on the way. That kick is good. Well, how about that? 11:02 left to go in this game. Anderson County now leads it 21-7 in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, here's your Chuck Fleischman replay. Hall does a great job getting away and then throws this up, hits Cole in stride, and Cole did the rest.
You know, it's amazing. Quarterback has to get off the spot. He's in a scramble drill, keeps his eyes downfield, and finds the open man. That's great execution right there.
We saw Anderson County, the first game of the year, they played Powell, and we said, hey, listen, Zay Hall, huge shoes to fill for Walker Martinez, and in that game, I don't think he was there yet. I think he's there now. He fits into this offense a lot better as the Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. And there goes Ella to retrieve the tee.
Oh, good job. Good girl.
You know, going into the fourth quarter, I said, hey, listen, Elizabethton's got all this momentum. Anderson County's got the football when we get back. That momentum's gone.
Yeah,
Anderson County killed it.
That'll take the air out.
But still a lot of time to play in this football game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's almost a quarter.
So Elizabethton allowing 7.1 points per game coming into this one. And Anderson County has tripled that.
The umpire just moved the ball from the spot to closer to this near hash for some reason.
Huh. Slagle, handoff, Mullins. And Mullins! That's a good positive pickup on first down.
Yeah, he runs hard.
Tackle by number 7, Landon Ingle.
Zeth Mullins gets up to the 28, which will bring up 2nd and 2, as you see on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Yeah, they did a good job at the point of attack, just getting helmet on a helmet.
And quickly back up to the line. Here's Slagle. Slagle gets it out. And we've got a player injured. I think that was complete to Griffin. Let's see if we can get a replay of that one. See what happens. Slagle quickly got it out. Yeah, that's to Griffin. And Griffin lowered that shoulder, delivered a hit on Cole. And E-Town has the Hammers 1st and 10. Ball at the 39. Slagle looks over the middle. That pass is behind his intended target.
Yeah,
trying to get Whaley there.
Yeah, I was afraid that was a pick right there for Elizabethton. Anytime it's high over the middle or late over the middle, bad things can happen.
The winner of this game will get the winner of Greenville and Gibbs. Green Devils up 28-0 in the third quarter, and this play is blown dead.
Yeah, that was weird looking.
And Zeth Mullins hates that.
Timeout.
And so Anderson County took a timeout before that snap. So Mavericks going to talk about it. And this timeout going to be brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Visit pattersonsappliances.com. Check out the current cash-saving promotions.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
So out of this timeout, back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. 2nd and 10 is what Elizabethton will face. Quickly, some scores of interest. Gatlinburg-Pittman now leads Kingston 34-7. That one in the third quarter. Coalfield leading over Rockwood in the fourth quarter, 24-0. In the third quarter, Oliver Springs leading Greenback 20-12. 2nd and 10, quarterback Slagle Quick drop. That pass is complete. Gets it to Whaley. And Whaley has it up to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 6. We'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. The little down marker confirms your assessment there.
I know. I want to say it, but I want to look for it for
you want to wait.
confirmation
Yeah, exactly.
Slagle, important 3rd down here. Puts the ball up for grabs. It is incomplete. It looked like Slagle was going for a back shoulder throw, and Griffin was not.
Yeah, he was covered in a little wheel route out of the backfield, and he was covered.
All right, man.
Yeah, you could tell. Jariah Griffin didn't think that ball would be placed where it was.
Big play right here, guys.
So Rhett Slagle lines up in shotgun formation, 4th and 4. Big 4th down here. Slagle rolling to his right, dumps it off. And stopped short by 2 yards of the line to gain is Mullins. And Anderson County will take over in Cyclone territory. Slagle had to dump that off because he was under a lot of pressure. And Mullins could not get that line to gain.
Yeah, he kept going, kept trying, kept digging. No quit whatsoever in this Elizabethton team, for sure.
This Anderson County defense has been very impressive.
Yeah, they have.
Handoff. Moog. He's up to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 2. Will make it 2nd and 8.
Pickup of 2 follows the blocking of Bradshaw, Murphy, and Hall.
And now, for certain, if you're Anderson County, you're in Elizabethton's side of the field. Want to take some air out of the football here a little bit.
Yeah, I think they would work clock. Of course, you know, last time I said that, they went 5 wide and threw a touchdown.
Yeah, amazing. Coalfield now up 31-0 on Rockwood midway through the 3rd quarter.
9 seconds left is up 23.
Handoff Moog. Hits the circle button, picks up a yard.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's the circle button. You've taught me that this year.
That's it. That's the circle button.
I'm ready to play Madden now.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So entering the 4th quarter, Oak Ridge leads Clinton 21-12. That was the halftime score. So a scoreless 3rd quarter at Blankenship Field. So 3rd and 7, play clock under 10. And Anderson County is going to run this one down and call timeout. 3, 2, 1. There it is. 7:45 left to go in this ball game. A big 3rd and 7 coming up. But first, a timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, your small town appliance specialist with big box pricing and fully stocked warehouse. Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Timeout here. Big 3rd and 7 coming up. Again, plenty of time here. But the way this has been a low-scoring game, and so there's plenty of time. But you see 7:45 on the clock, and you think, boy, that's not plenty of time if the offense isn't picking up a lot of yards.
Yeah, well, you're thinking maybe 3, 4 more offensive possessions either way.
Yeah, here's Hall.
Ooh.
Drops back. He's going deep. He's got a man there. That pass is off the fingertips of Evan Pyatt. Incomplete.
He was open.
4th and 7.
Number 14, Mr. Evan Pyatt.
He was open.
Clock stops at 7:38 to go with the
Great protection.
Tyler Radcliffe on to punt.
Goodness.
Number 9, Griffin, and number 15, Whaley.
That was close.
That was very close.
Whaley and Jariah Griffin back to about 15 yards line.
Oh, yeah. What time was the first one?
So Whaley and Griffin back deep to receive this punt.
It will be taken on the fly by Griffin.
And we've got a flag on the play.
Did I hear a horn?
I think you did.
Somebody subbing in? No, that's basketball. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe we just went to 1-1.
Yeah, I'm curious.
New rule on 1-1.
I've heard that, yeah.
There is no more one.
No more one. It's all 2 shots.
It's all 2 shots.
Yeah, that's interesting. As a basketball guy myself, I don't know how I feel about that. But here's that punt.
Yeah.
And it will be taken by Griffin at the 19-yard line. Griffin looking for running room. And the official gets the assist on that tackle.
Also in on the play, 43.
As E-Town will have it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he kind of tried to better himself by going backwards just a touch, and that didn't help him.
So Radcliffe's punt.
All right, Maverick fans, get up now. Let's go. Get up.
He kind of bows back here.
7.5 minutes to go on a Boston Farmers Friday night.
Official sets a pick.
Let's go.
Picks and screens, man. That's when I played ball. That's basketball. That was my specialty. Picks and screens.
That's right. So a quick out here. Ball goes out of bounds. On that, Hammers 1st and 10.
Pass complete to number 11.
They'll spot it.
Knocked out of bounds by Riley Wolf.
That's
Second down.
where they got it. The 22-yard line, which will bring up a 2nd and 4. Slagle's got Caleb Holzer in the background, or in the backfield now. 2 wideouts either side. Slagle looks over the middle, going up top to get that one.
Wow.
Beautiful grab that time by Cam Baker.
Cyclones are trying to go tempo right here.
That's the second really tough catch that Baker has made.
He really has.
Over the middle.
They're going tempo here.
Here's Slagle, takes the snap, handoff. This goes to Holzer, and Holzer gets into AC territory, picks up 12 yards. That's a Hammers 1st and 10.
7 minutes to go.
Yeah, they just caved the whole side down.
And now, Coach Witten's team, like you said, running tempo. Fakes the handoff. Going back over the middle, that ball was tipped.
Yeah.
And falls incomplete.
Let's see who got their hands up. Right there.
Yeah. From the linebacker position. Was that Moog?
I think it might have been.
It was either Moog or Cody Miller. Slagle, 2nd and 10. Under pressure! He never sees it coming.
Never saw it.
Xavier James gets the sack on that cornerback blitz.
Backside corner.
Loss of 9 on the play.
Yeah, you pick your spots with that one. And that was a really great time to call that.
We are almost halfway through the 4th quarter. 3rd and 19. Slagle looks up the field. This pass is complete. Pickup of 9. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10.
All right, it's 4th down. Here we go.
So you know you're going for it on 4th down. You need to get at least half of it to help yourself out. And that's exactly what they did right there. Clock is still running, though.
Yeah, we're 5.5 when they snap this one.
Slagle gets the play call. Again, Holzer in the backfield with him. Twin sets, either side. Slagle looking over the middle. Again, that pass is up. Picked off. Dalen Cole again. That is Cole's second interception of the game. And he is up to the 46-yard line of the Mavericks. And Anderson County takes over.
By number 10, the senior, Mr. David Cole.
Chuck Fleischman replay.
A little high over the middle. He's had a couple of those tonight. That time they were able to make the pick. I saw that. That's we're hitting right in the back.
Yeah, Holzer hit James.
Yeah.
You saw it right at the tail end of that Chuck Fleischman replay.
Frustration.
Yeah. H-back lined up to the left. That's where Moog will run. And Moog. There's a lot of action going on. I'm not exactly sure where the ball is. So let's see where they spot it.
I think, yeah, the linesman said he didn't make nothing.
Okay, so because there's Moog, and I thought the ball was maybe
I thought
up
the ball was up, yeah.
So they give him forward progress at the original line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10. Clock still running. And Anderson County in no hurry at all.
We'll be under 4.5 when they snap this one.
10 on the play clock. Now, lining up with 2 H-backs. Handoff. This goes to James. James, in like a slot back position, he gets up to about the 49-yard line. Pickup of 3 will bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they had kind of an unbalanced set. They had both of their split ends to the bottom of the screen there, give an extra blocker.
And then the guy on the side said, man, that just flew right over his head.
Oh, then we're just going to pick him up? Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah, and he's...
you know, somebody's got to play next week.
Yeah.
Either side or the other, you know. You should...
3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. 10 on the play clock for Hall. 3rd and 7. And now,
backside screen.
Going one way to the other. Here's Dalen Cole, and Cole somehow
stays in bounds.
They're going to say he was out at the 39.
Oh, okay.
But that's still enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
First and 10. Out leading on the play, number 75, Grayson Bradshaw.
Well, that's a good-looking play. Hall started left.
Thrown by Isaiah.
And then just turns and throws it back to the right. Little misdirection there.
Hey, we might ought to head over to the station and tell our boss to stay there until they leave. I can see them sabotage.
And the Cyclones running out of time.
Yeah, the under 3.5, what, 3:20 left.
And the clock is,
first down, yeah, first down.
2 seconds on the play clock, 1, and it's snapped. It goes to Moog, and Moog gets up ahead. They'll give him the 33-yard line. Pickup of 6 makes it 2nd and 4. You'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay here.
I'm not sure how many timeouts Coach Whitten has, but he'll have to start thinking about those.
We're showing he's got 3.
Okay.
55 to go.
You see that?
2nd and 4, the 33-yard line.
And Hall has his eyes on that play clock.
Yeah, they're managing the clock right now really well.
Managing his play clock very nice.
He's not snapping it until it gets down to about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, then takes that snap.
He's
Here's
out.
Moog
He's
going
out.
to the left. Yes, he has broken containment. A flag does come out, however.
Stayed in bounds.
So it would be enough for a first down.
Rolls around left edge, picks up yard.
But I'm looking for a penalty here.
Clock at 2:18 to play.
You've got to be kidding me on this
I
spot.
didn't see anything.
You've got to be kidding me on this spot.
Penalty flag, let's see.
They spot marked him short.
Well, it will be, yep, holding against Anderson County.
Well,
See, it would have been a first down when we moved it back.
Greenville winning big. Latest on Hampton coach.
Really doesn't matter just because of the hold.
Yeah.
But I thought he had enough to get past the down mark there.
I did too. No, they'll mark it off from the 10.
What's the end of it?
So this is the play before. Oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Trying to give him the old okey doke right there.
It's the fourth quarter at Blankenship Field. Wildcats lead over Clinton 21-18. Good game. Anderson County trying to keep the ball in this one as Moog picks up nothing. And now we've got a timeout.
Yep.
Coach Whitten finally takes a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Save with Scratch and Dent Appliances at the Rockwood Outlet Store.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Back to the OEB Law game of the week. It's a final in Coalfield. The Yellow Jackets defeat Rockwood 31-0. So Coach Benson Napier's team going to be going to the quarterfinals once again. They will face the winner of the Oliver Springs Greenback game. And the last scoring update I have on that one shows Oliver Springs leading 27-12.
Okay.
So Oliver Springs able to start pulling away from Greenback there a little bit.
That's about what I expected, 2 scores.
So here's 3rd and 11. Hall has 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Moog in the backfield. Hall doesn't have to wait for the play clock to run down. But Hall is going to launch this one up to the sidelines and just off the fingertips of his intended target, which is Cole, falls incomplete. That stops the clock. So that's interesting. Ooh.
Yeah, you want this clock to run, but
so Bearden and Jefferson County were tied at 20, and Bearden's kicker, Daniel Kinney, we saw him, what a leg, nails a 50-yard field goal to put the Bulldogs up 23-20.
That's a nice field goal, especially at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Cold, damp air, because, you know, it rained today.
Here's Tyler Radcliffe set to punt this one away for Anderson County. It is kind of ugly, but takes a good roll, and it will be picked up off a bounce by Griffin, and Griffin gets it up to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they punted down to the corner really well. It just didn't bounce out of bounds. I like the idea of directional kicking right there.
I mean, that was perfect, except it just didn't go out of bounds.
And then they let him back.
And then Griffin able to pick that up off of a bounce.
So it's at the 20-yard line.
So again, the winner of this game will have to travel to Greenville as the Green Devils lead Gibbs in the fourth quarter 35-0.
Okay, now we're getting the kicking ball out. Okay, that's unusual. Usually that's a little quicker transition.
So Hammers 1st and 10, Slagle from the 20-yard line. Slagle dumps it, hits a man in stride. This is Griffin, and Griffin is staying in bounds. Now they blow it dead.
Yeah, he's a little shallow route underneath. Those linebackers are sitting so deep because of the kind of the prevent coverage. That's an easy throw and catch.
Yeah, and people wonder why teams that are down are able to come back at the end and make these long drives so easily at the end. Well, and you saw right there, that's where he stepped out. That's great camera work by our guys. But it's because you don't want to give up a big play. You keep everything in front of you, and you give up yardage in exchange for time off the clock.
Right.
That's kind of the situation there as Slagle takes this Hammers 1st and 10 snap, and it is incomplete. He was hit as soon as he threw that thing.
Yeah, right dead in the back. He's hurt. But he's feeling that one.
Yeah. We'll see this on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
A little spin move. Is that a circle on a pass rush too? I don't know.
Pitched it.
Yeah, the way that they do it now, yeah, if you line up on the defensive line, all you got to do is wiggle the stick a little bit, and he'll make a move. And now, handoff. This goes to Zeth Mullins, and Mullins crosses midfield, and he's still on his feet up to about the 43-yard line.
Good timeout.
I think Coach Witten would have hoped that he would have gone out of bounds. He couldn't make it there. So instead, Elizabethton's going to have to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit pattersonsappliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today, as we will see this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Ball at their own 44.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
And back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, you got some scores for you as some of these games are losing some of their drama, as Bradley Central has gone up on Maryville 37-14. Slagle, Hammers 1st and 10, has to roll to his right. And he throws it out of bounds. It doesn't get past the line of scrimmage, though, so that should be...
I would think that would be a grounding call right there.
That should be a grounding call. They're not going to call it.
He didn't have anybody open.
That would be... We'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Yeah, that's an intentional grounding. And I'm not sure why he did it, because he could have picked up some yards and run out of bounds.
Right.
Slagle, 2nd and 10. He's going deep. His pass is caught. Amazing catch by Eli Blevins. And that will get the ball down to the 10. It's 1st and goal. The Hammers 1st and goal. What a play by Blevins.
Ball is spiked by the quarterback.
45.6.
So Slagle clocks it.
Intentional grounding could have helped.
2nd and 10.
Flagging the football, Red Slagle, and now gives the chance to
45.6 seconds left in this one. So you think Elizabethton, they've got every single play has to go to the end zone now.
Yeah, I think you got to score as quickly as you can, then come back for the onside kick to give yourself a chance.
Slagle, and he's going to the corner. And that pass is broken up, incomplete.
Nice coverage.
He had Whaley, and Whaley almost pulled it in.
All right,
yeah, watch the coverage here at the end. He's got the space, but then break down, rake across the arms, break the catch.
Davion James on the coverage. 3rd and goal. Slagle doing it again. And this time, the timing was off, and Whaley was smothered on that coverage.
Yeah, they looked like they were trying to go to the corner, the front pylon, and nobody ended up over there.
So this could be Elizabethton's final chance with 35 seconds left. 4th and goal from the 10.
It's interesting red zone here because you still got 2 safeties because you don't want to give up the score.
Slagle goes to the end zone. It's low. Pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Folks, barring an epic catastrophe, the Anderson County Mavericks will be heading to Greenville next week to take on the Green Devils in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think you snap it twice because I believe they've got 1 timeout left over there with Elizabethton.
And the referee just stands there.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, 3:56 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Dragons of Clinton lead Oak Ridge 24-21. 24-21.
Score of interest with just a few minutes to go. The team across the bridge is beating Oak Ridge 24-21.
Hi, you hear the public address announcer here. That's you might recognize his son, Gavin No, a freshman this year at the Naval Academy, and Anderson County star from last year's state championship team. He's happy about that score.
Huh? Oh, you're not over there in the huddle.
This has been an impressive showing by Anderson County, especially that defense, to get the stops that they were able to get. Those 4th down stops, you had, 3 stops on 4th down in that 3rd quarter alone?
Yeah.
And then finally, you finally give up a touchdown. But it took everything that Elizabethton had just to get in the end zone. And they had field position advantage that entire third quarter.
The entire 3rd quarter. Yeah, if they were going to make the move, the 3rd quarter would have been it.
This defensive showing, and then when the corners have been on an island covering these receivers, they've really performed well.
Oh yeah.
This has been a very impressive showing for Anderson County.
Victory formation.
This is what it looks like from the shotgun position, and Zay Hall will take a knee at the 5. We'll see if the Cyclones will they will not use a timeout. That's it. That is the final play of this game. Anderson County. We talked about how big of a monkey that Region 1 was on their back. Losing in the 2nd round to Greenville, losing in the 2nd round to Elizabethton year after year after year. They put a stop to that last year as they made it to the quarterfinals and had to take on Greenville, who had ended their season a lot the last 5 years. Now, here they are again, getting past that 2nd round to face that Greenville team that will be up there in Greene County, in Greenville. They'll have to go on the road, but they've got a great shot to make it back to the semifinals.
Absolutely.
And then once you get to the semifinals, you got to like your chances.
Oh yeah, survive and advance at that point.
And if you're curious out there, I'll let you know the team that they beat in the state championship game last year, Pearl Cone, which I think a lot of people expect to be right back there again this year. I was trying to find their score. Oh, in the second quarter, they were leading over Station Camp 7-3. Pearl Cone 11-0 on the year. Station Camp sitting at 6-5.
Wow.
So, man, it's playoffs. You never know what's going to happen. Some exciting stuff going on down the road from us. Bearden up in Jefferson County, they are leading 23-20. Clinton with 3:56. It was 3:56 left to go in the fourth. Clinton leading 24-21 over Oak Ridge. And this is the part that I hate. Oh my gosh. They got the ice bucket. They're looking for.
Oh, here it comes.
Looking for Coach Gillum, I would assume. We'll get an eye on that, and then I'll tell you what I had on my mind.
They're going stealth mode, guys. Going in.
They missed. No. Man.
They had him down and they missed.
That's dirty. Get him down on the ground like that. Coach Gillum, of course, really happy. I said in the pregame that Coach Larry Kerr came in and was here for 16 seasons, became Anderson County's winningest coach. Coach Gillum has since surpassed him to become the winningest coach in Anderson County's 2-decade history. But playoff action, man. This is the part of the season, too. Like, as a broadcaster, you have to see this every year. As a coach, you have to see this every year. You look over at the Elizabethton players, and those seniors know that this is the last time they'll put on those pads. And that's tough. And, you feel for everyone who has to go through that, especially if you know what that feels like yourself.
Yeah, and every career ends, right? I remember when Brett Favre quit, they talked about how tough it was for him to let that go. Well, it's the same thing for every senior that's played their last game here on this field or any other football field across East Tennessee as well. At some point, that career ends.
Yeah.
I remember when my career ended, it was on a Saturday in November up on Mount Eagle Mountain at St. Andrews. And we played on Saturday because they didn't have lights on their field. That's how long ago that was. And, and once you're done, right?
Yeah. And I saw somebody shared something on Facebook that, like, I hadn't ever really thought about. And it's like, it's different for football players because if you're a basketball player and your career's over, well, you can still play pickup. If you're a baseball player, well, you can still get together and you can play. You can find a field. You can play some baseball. You can play softball, whatever you want to do. If you're a football player, though, unless you're playing like alumni games, you're not putting pads back on and play. There's no pickup football game, and so it really is over for a lot of these guys that don't move on to play at the next level.
Yeah, it really is. And the guys that miss it enough become coaches, and so whether they're coaching their own sons or daughters in Little League, or you're moving on up. I mean, I got into it because I missed it. I missed it terribly. And after being out of it when I was in college, I thought, I think I want to do that.
And you said your career ended up at St. Andrews. Where's St. Andrews at?
It's up on Mount Eagle. Swanee is the college, and their prep school there is St. Andrews. And it was spitting snow. And it was the coldest I'd ever been on a football field in November. The thing I remember about it, we tried to kick a 60-yard field goal because we had a really good field goal kicker named Danny Bayless. He'd hit a 53. He'd hit a 53 against South Pittsburgh, of all people, in the rain. And so we were trying to kick the 60 to get a record.
It is November 10th. Tomorrow is November 11th. That is Veterans Day. So I want to say once again, thank you to all the veterans out there for your service.
No good.
No good.
So we were just checking out the Oak Ridge game. Oak Ridge lined up to kick a tying field goal with under a minute left in the game, and it was no good. Clinton is about to take over.
Thanks.
And it looks like Clinton's going to hang on and win that game at Blankenship Field.
That's a big win for Coach Keith and that Clinton ball club. Because, early in the season, folks were just really down on the Dragons.
I think the very first game that I called for this station was I filled in with I guess Queener was there. Like I filled in with Queener. That's all I did. I was just a fill in. Brad called me and said, "Hey, I got this game coming up. My regular guy can't be there. Can you fill in for me?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." It was an Oak Ridge Clinton game, and Clinton was not very good, and Oak Ridge was Oak Ridge, and Clinton jumped out to a lead in the first half, and at halftime they led that game, and it was very exciting because Clinton doesn't defeat Oak Ridge all that often. And then in the second half, Oak Ridge came back and ended up winning pretty handily. And then the times that we've seen that game, that's been the story of it. It's Clinton has gotten out early. Earlier in the year, it wasn't exactly like that, but the other times we've seen that game, that's what happens. Clinton has jumped out early, and Oak Ridge has come back and won that game. This time, it's the opposite. Oak Ridge jumped out early, and Clinton had to claw back in the second half. So they turned the tables, they flipped that narrative on its head, and the Dragons are going to be moving on into the playoffs.
What I remember about that first game this year at Clinton was that the Marable interception right before the half.
Yeah.
You remember Oak Ridge was kind of in control and thinking, hey, we're going to score here. And Marable just came out of nowhere playing a little robber coverage there in the middle and took it to the house. And you're thinking, oh, wow, this could be a game. And, Clinton's got the tools, and I think they've now figured out how to use them.
So we do have some stats for you. We'll go over those. Nick Moog, that's his season stats. Let's see if we got some tonight stats. That's all we have is season stats. So we can tell you stats for the season, as now Anderson County is holding opponents through 12 games. And think about the teams they played. I said it's without a doubt the toughest schedule any 4A team has played, but across all divisions, it's one of the toughest schedules. And Anderson County has allowed just 14.8 points per game, while scoring 36.4 points per game.
Yeah, that differential right there will win you a lot of ball games.
That's it.
And
upset.
And it's over. It's a final at Blankenship Field. The Clinton Dragons defeat the Oak Ridge Wildcats 24-21.
Wow.
And we've seen Clinton twice, and we mentioned how Clinton, that is a team that has the talent. If they can just put it together, that is a team that has the talent that they can make a run, and make a run, they are.
Yeah, now they have 2 wins in the playoffs.
On the road.
On the road, going to quarterfinals. Who do they match up with? Who?
Walker Valley.
Walker Valley, okay. I know nothing about Walker Valley.
Well, they defeated Lenoir City tonight 37-11.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good team, that Walker Valley team. They beat McMinn County at McMinn County to end the regular season by a score of 17-14.
Okay.
So you think Walker Valley and McMinn County are probably pretty close.
Probably comparable.
And that's a game that Clinton has already gone through on the road at McMinn County. Won that game. I tell you, I'm happy. I'm really happy for Coach Keith and that Clinton team. I know it has been frustrating with everything that they've been through, the years that Coach Keith has been there, and his son, Joshua Keith, at quarterback, the way that he has grown. they've lost some ball games. They've lost some heartbreakers, and I know a lot of people in that community, it's frustrating after you keep losing these close games. But you know what? It doesn't matter. In the regular season, it doesn't matter. If you win in the playoffs, that's what matters, and that's what Clinton is doing this year.
The time to be playing well is now.
Yes.
You want to play well every week, but you especially want to play well now.
Congratulations again to Anderson County winning
So,
21-7. Move on now to play Greenville.
oh man, what a night! What playoffs, man! This is just such an exciting time of year.
20 years. Yep.
Gatlinburg Pittman, it's a final, defeats Kingston 48-7.
So we're down to 3 like before.
Hampton beats Bledsoe County 36-31. Bledsoe County representing Region 2 AA, and Bledsoe County led most of that game. Powell up in the fourth quarter over Sevier County 30-7.
Wow, that's a bigger difference than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and West was up big, and actually West did defeat Morristown West 30-0. So that sets up a quarterfinal showdown between Powell and West. And then the winner of that game will play the winner in the semifinals from this Clinton and Walker Valley.
Okay.
So that's who's left in the eastern part of Tennessee. You've got Clinton, Powell, West, and Walker Valley. That's it.
Good night, everybody.
And one of those four will go to Chattanooga.
Yep.
Finley Stadium down there. I've not been to the championship games down there yet. They tell me it's a great venue. UTC plays there. When I was in that part of the world, they didn't play there. That was a foundry, I think, a big industrial site, but beautiful stadium.
I've not been there either, but I was able to see. I went to Tennessee Tech for a year, and that time of year I was in the library doing some studying when the state championships were going on at Tucker Stadium, and I could actually see some of the stadium from the library there and see the scoreboard. So that's interesting.
You'll be glad to know, or maybe you won't be glad to know. You'll be glad to know. I'm glad to know that they are, after tomorrow's home game at Tennessee Tech, they are beginning demolition of the west side of the stadium to start a stadium renovation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same stadium that was built in 1963, which means it's older than I am by a couple of years. And so it's been a long time coming. The president, Dr. Phil Oldham, and the AD, Mark Wilson, have been able to secure that funding through whatever ways that you have to do that. And it's been a long time coming. I'm really looking forward to that. They tell me that that's the reason that the championship is not in Cookeville now. It's just the condition of Tucker Stadium and how badly dilapidated the facilities were.
Yeah, I had like work study inside Tucker Stadium while I was there, and so I got to walk through some of it, and yeah, it's old.
It's old, yeah. It's got age.
Yeah.
I've got age, so if I'm old, it's old.
I guess that's how that works. That makes sense. If A is true and B is true, then A goes to C.
Exactly. It sounds like little geometry. Where's David Statton when you need him?
Yeah, right. He's probably sitting at home warm because it's cold out there. And that's something else that I wanted to make notice of. You saw these players in this game. You can see their breath coming out of their helmet. And it's been unseasonably warm for these football games. This is the first football game that I've come to in pants. I've been wearing shorts every single week, and this is the latest that I've made it wearing shorts. So as the weather changes too, that's a new element that gets thrown at these players because the conditions have changed.
It is, and a little rain today, so the air's a little thick, the air's a little heavy. Didn't seem to bother anybody tonight here. I don't know about the other games, but the weather was, other than being a little cool, sometimes that affects your kicking game a little bit, and you're throwing and catching and whatnot. But it didn't seem to bother anybody here. So
yeah, it bothered Oak Ridge, coming up short on a field goal attempt to tie that game and send it into overtime.
That's again. I'm just kind of dumbstruck. That's a big win for Clinton tonight. There's a lot of Dragon faithful, a lot of alumni out there that are walking around with their head held up tomorrow morning, and chest pumped out a little bit when they go to the barbershop.
Yeah, I thought it could be coming. I did. All right, so can we go ahead and say where we're going to be next week? We know we'll be on the roof at Rochelle Field as Oliver Springs comes back for their rematch with Coalfield. And the first time they met, it was sloppy. Both teams made a lot of mistakes, and Coalfield able to pull that one off by a touchdown. So they'll get the rematch right there. Harlan Wall Stadium, and we will be there next Friday night. Pregame, our Lane Walden, the East Tennessee Properties pregame begins at 6:30. Kickoff will be at 7, and so look forward to a great quarterfinals matchup there.
The energy around that game last time was huge. As far those communities are so close.
Yeah,
and they know each other. And I anticipate it'll be even more electric this time when we go.
Yeah, trip to the semifinals on the line, and whoever wins that game between Oliver Springs and Coalfield will host a semifinals game.
There you go.
So a lot to play for on that one. So that's going to do it here for us. Anderson County, extremely impressive in this victory. Just to ask you, what's your final takeaway from this game?
It didn't play out like I thought it would, and I'm sure both of these head coaches would tell you the same. I expected more offense, really, from both teams. Anderson County's defense was really, really super impressive tonight. Stood up when they had to stand up, and the offense was good enough to score 21 and get the win. So yeah, that's my final impression, was survive and advance, and that's exactly what AC has done tonight.
This defense for Anderson County was so much better than I could have expected it to be. The defense honestly was the story of the game on a team that relies so heavily on its offense. Dalen Cole with 2 interceptions tonight. How many fourth down stops did Anderson County have? How many times were their backs against the wall able to pull off the victory? So Anderson County, and that's something Greenville does too. Greenville really relies on their defense. So next week could also be a low-scoring affair up there in Greene County. So good luck to the Anderson County Mavs. They head up there to take on the Greenville Green Devils. So Coach Dan Shoemaker, Brad Jones, I'm Aaron Harvey. See you next week at Coalfield, everyone.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership. At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
At OEB Law, our home is your home, and your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB